Right, welcome to our episode of Warhammer 40,000. It's 2,000 points. Chandra Scorpion. It's like Strider from Lord of the Rings, been away for the Return of the King here. So Luke Seaman returns to the channel. It's literally been 6 years. Yeah, it's been a long, long time. Haven't aged a day. So he's brought his Grey Knights, which haven't been on the channel before. And Luke Seaman, a.k.a. Chewy.
Yes.
From Winter's SEO. So great to see him here on the channel. Up against the Eldar by his choice here.
Probably regret it. But
see how you get on. I've always loved this combination. When Tom used to be on the channel and he had his Grey Knights. Grey Knights vs Eldar was a great combination. So looking forward to this one very much indeed. Grey Knights languishing in their index cards still, sadly. Eldar with their flashy new codex. It's newish, it's pretty new. Yeah. But it's still shiny.
it's newer than Grey Knight.
So for the Eldar here, running the Aspect Host detachment, and we have an Avatar of Cain across here. The Trinity of Wraith Lords, all equipped the same with the 2 Flamers, 2 Bright Lances, and the Glaive. A Spirit Seer to hang around with them. Wave Serpent with a twin Bright Lance, Shuriken Cannon, and inside that is Fire Dragon, squad of 5. The Exarch's got a Fire Pike. And then to go with them, the Phoenix Sword Fugan. Another Phoenix Sword being taken, Jane Zar. She'll go with Banshees, squad of 5. Executioner on the Exarch, and they'll go inside the Falcon. That's got a Pulse Laser and Bright Lance and Shuriken Cannon on that. And then onto the Biker section of the army here. Wind Riders, squad of 6 with their Shuriken Cannons. 2 squads of 3 Shining Spears. Shuriken Cannon for each of the Exarchs. Laser Lances, Star Lance on the Exarch. And then finally, Shroud Runners there at the back with their sniper rifles, the 2-man sniper bikes. So that is the list here for the Eldar. We have a Phoenix Sword and Autarch allocated to them. So Ben Shaw, who plays Eldar, we're going to put him onto the Avatar. So it's going to be the Ben Shaw Avatar here for this game. And then Jason Cook as one of the Autarchs, who does play and collects Harlequins. We'll put him onto the second in command, which will be Fugan here in this game. And then to assist the Eldar, we have 10 gold level Patreons. We're now using all gold level Patreon dice in our games. We used to cap it, but I think it's better value and it doesn't really seem to slow down the game. We pre-allocate them now instead of trying to figure out which dice we're going to use. It's already sorted out. So we have Nate Miller here with the Eldar, Carl Roden, the near side, Sparks, Ray Cross, Longbow BB, Chris Comiskey, Connor Collins, Lee C, and Michael German. Most of those are Eldar players. We're glad of their assistance. We're talking about Patronic dice. They're useful. If you want to blame someone else for bad dice roll, you can just blame one of these.
I will, yeah.
A massive shout out to our Patreons. Huge support on the channel. Really appreciate it. Helps us keep the content coming. If you want to support the channel, you can support us down the Patreonic route if you so wish, and join the ranks of the gold, silver, and bronze level Patreons. Link below. Alright, so 2,000 points of Grey Knights. Luke Seaman's not been on the channel for a long, long time. Grey Knights haven't been seen for a good while either. So great to have them back. Grey Knight fans will be happy. And no pressure, but they'll be expecting you to do to give a good representation of them here
I will try.
on the channel. We'll let Luke run through his list.
So this is the Warp Bane Task Force. So a lot of it is predominantly the Purifiers squad are in use here. Special rule is Hallowed Ground, which is quite wordy, so I'll try and break it down. So my deployment zone is Hallowed Ground. Purifiers, when they are around, are Hallowed Ground within 6, and also if I control at least half of the objectives. Hallowed Ground is any units can reroll 1s to hit. Purifiers can reroll all hits. Is pretty much it.
Okay. Yep.
So I've got 2 squads of Purifiers, 1 10-man with Castellan Crow, the old model, and a 5-man. They've got the side cannons and lots of blades. And then you've got Inceptors at the back, which are like jump troops in the middle there.
The middle, these ones.
They're like jump troops. And then you've got lots of Strike Force and their strike troops, which are accompanied by champions, brother champions.
Yeah, this one here and this one here.
Yes.
Okay.
And then at the front, you've also got some paladins with a librarian. He's got a file of the Abyss, which gives them stealth. And then
nice.
the company champions have got the Mandalian Requelui, which is add 3 to the objective control characteristic, and also Radiant Champion, which is a little bit more wordy, but I'll get to it if it's ever alive by the end of it. So they still do up and downy, so I can have 3 up, and then I can take 3 up at the end of your turn.
Explain that again. Up and down.
Up and downy. So I can choose 3 units to go leave the battlefield and then redeploy. Only if I'm not within engagement range or in combat. So I can choose which ones, and I'll have 3 that are possibly out of the game at the start to come in turn 2.
So they're like Space Marines, but kind of jumpy.
Space Marines kind of jumpy and with better combat weapons. What's lacking, I think, is more firepower. I mean, the max one is strength 10, which is the heavy side cannons on the dreadnoughts, the 3 dreadnoughts there. But you know, we'll see what we can do.
Okay. So you're running 3 dreadnoughts here along the back.
Yeah.
Okay. Looks like they've got hammers.
Yeah, hammers are the way to go because they're strength 14, d6 plus 1, minus 3. The swords are not as good; they're only strength 10.
Okay. Right. Hammers it is. And that's the list, right?
That is pretty much the list. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got a Phoenix Sword. Who would be the man in charge?
It will be Castellan Crow. He's the
Crow in charge. Okay. Michael Fry here. He'll be happy. He's a total diehard Space Marine player, so he'll be happy enough to be in charge. And then we have a second in command. Again, another diehard Imperial player. It's Phelan Alsorna.
The librarian.
Right. He'll be the librarian across here. So those 2 supporters on the channel can follow their models around, see if they survive, see what heroics they get up to. And then 10 gold level Patreons to support the Grey Knights here in this game. Midnight Miniatures, Plumhammer, Chris Heim, Sam Hermes, Nicholas Lucas, who plays Grey Knights, Martin, aka Vagabond, Blood Angels Ryan, Dave Humphreys, Darth Windu, and then Michael Fry as well.
Darth Windu, we're going to have some words, Chaos Demon player. I'm playing Grey Knights, but hey, it's fine.
So he also does Space Wolves.
So
he'll be in Space Wolves mode. You'll only find out about Chaos Demons if he's caught and interrogated. Okay, right. So that's the list here for both sides. We will take a look at scenario and deployment next. All right. So we have a mission. It is the Ritual. Haven't played this one for a while. The twist is Bloodlust. So all units get an 18-inch charge range and then 3d6 for their charges. That's going to spice things up here for both sides for sure. And then we are running a Search and Destroy for deployments. The orange dice, playing in table quarters, the orange dice marking the deployment zone for the Eldar. And then Luke's using his red dice across here for the deployment zone for the Grey Knights. There's 5 objectives on the board. In this game, potentially there could be more as the game goes along. 1 dead center, which is right just nested in here in the middle of the board. There's 2 others in no man's land, 1 here, and then 1 just in the open across the other side. Each of us has a home objective, 1 just over there for the Grey Knights, and the Eldar 1 just here at the foot of this gun platform. So with the Ritual, you can perform an action. It's turn 1 onwards by the looks of it. In your shooting phase, any unit from your army can perform the Ritual action. It completes at the end of your turn, and it generates an extra objective marker on the board. The rules are it has to be done in no man's land, so you can't deploy objective markers inside your deployment zone or in the opponent's. It's got to be done somewhere in no man's land, and it has to be exactly 12 inches away from one other objective marker. So for example here, you could put 1 there, you could put 1 here, for example, just giving you some ideas. So potentially multiple objective markers on the board. You've got to be careful though. If you deploy an objective marker, it's up for grabs for either side. You might lose control of it, or the opponent could teleport in on top of 1. Yes, so you've got to be careful with these rituals here. They might backfire on you, and the opponent can then start raking in the points. To pick up points, you do that on turn 2 onwards, and it's quite straightforward. 5 points per objective outside of your deployment zones. The home objective for each of us, not too significant, but you're still going to get things like defend stronghold and so on coming up, so it's still worth holding on to it to a degree. But the main points coming through is going to be these no man's land objectives. 5 points a time, capped at 15 points per turn. Just going to check one thing. 5 points objective marker in no man's land. Oh, kind of strange. So the opponent's home objective is worth nothing. Because it's not outside your deployment zone.
No.
It says no man's land. The player's turn scores 5 victory points for each objective marker within no man's land that they control. There's no mention of the opponent's home objectives. The battle in this ritual game is no man's land for the 3 objectives and potentially more as the game goes on. Both of us are going to go for the random draw on secondaries. For terrain, I'll mention it now. These large bases we're going to play as ruins and obscuring. We'll go by the hard edge for these. This one's just a non-obscuring rubble ruin. But all of these large terrain pieces, same rules for all of those. Munitorum containers, there's a few barricades scattered around the board as well. We'll play this as the same rules as that, so obscuring, just going by the hard edge for that, as a sealed buildings and container rules for that. So that's the terrain. Army's ready to go. Now start alternating place units on the board next. I just mentioned the Batamat and terrain that we're using. Batamat is from gamemat.eu. 6x4 in size, this one. You can get this one in 60 by 44 inches. For this game, we're just going to mark the boundary with the perimeter fence just on the right-hand side. And then we are also using the Chem Zone terrain set from gamemat.eu. That's these containers here, which is a perfect match with the Games Workshop Munitorum containers. These are from that set as well, and so too are the vats across the other side. You also get a large comprehensive pipe set with that terrain option from gamemat.eu. But link below, there's battle mats in all shapes and sizes, double-sided mats. You can get this mat with the deployment zone markings, the inch markings around the edge as well. Very, very useful indeed. They all come with carry cases, zip carry cases, shipping worldwide, and then do use that link below for 11% off across the store, and that'll be for the mats and also the terrain sets from them as well. Okay, so deployment is done. Eldar, aware of the way Grey Knights can operate. I've got some memories here, the way they can jump around the board. You see them where they are, and then they can be gone. But same with the Eldar, I suppose. They can relocate quick enough. Trinity of Wraith Lords clustering here, getting ready to push out in this direction. Both units of Shining Spears are on the board this time, so one here and one there. Shroud Runners, both transports, just tucking behind this terrain. And the last unit we deployed was the Avatar of Cain. It's gone right up to the edge of our deployment zone, with his eyes looking up the road to a tasty objective over there. So these 2 units inside their transports, flanking with the Wind Riders, keeping them off the table for now. Then around the other side of the table, Grey Knight deployment, again heavy enough on reserves, just one of the Dread Knights on the board. Regular Grey Knight squad. Strike squad.
Yeah.
Small Purifier squad. Yeah, I can see them with their heavy weapons. The jumpy guys, the double jumpy guys. Interceptors. The larger Purifier squad on the right-hand side. Then regular strike squad here, joined by the champion person. And the other champions join them over there. One Dread Knight, as you've seen. And then in reserve is the Paladins with the Librarian, and 2 Dread Knights in reserve as well. They're following the normal rules, like turn 2 onwards.
Yeah.
Okay. And the thing I was going to ask is, when you choose to remove units from the board, they then have to come in on your next turn. That's fine. Okay. All right, so deployment's done. We can roll up to see who goes first. Do you want to go first?
To be honest with you, I think I'd rather you go first, so I know where you're going, so I can react to your.
You're jumpy too.
I am jumpy, but not only until the end of your turn. So you first, because then I can.
Oh. Okay. 2. There you go.
I'm going first.
Grey Knights go first. Okay, so the Eldar are going to have to sit here and watch to see what the Grey Knights do. We'll go on to the first turn of the game. Grey Knights will make the first move. on the move here. Grey Knights will no doubt get a move on here. Aeldari, so this part of the board here for picking up points, and then no prisoners, destroying enemy units if they can be found at this early stage of the game. For discount 40k to start collecting Eldar, expand your range, or if you want to get into Grey Knights, it's gamingfigures.com. Link for them in the video description below. If you're in the Middlesbrough direction, they have a great store and a gaming area. You can check them out, go and visit them and see them there. I'll leave a link for their Facebook page as well in the video description below. Right, so movement's quick enough. Squads here, slight shuffle with those. Dread Knights moved up in this direction. The Inceptor squad has moved out and grabbed the objective. Just talk about the rules. They were here. It used to be the case you just fly over there, but it's going to be 5 up, 2, 1 or 2 along, 5 back down again, and it sort of defeats the purpose of flying out, which is one of the annoying rule changes from Games Workshop. But instead, I've just gone walking through the ruin, just gone through the door and straight through here. 12. Yeah. No, you can use your fly ability just to go along the ground.
The movement is 12. So
yeah. So he's not gone like this, which is the old way, which is the flying way. Just instead walked and got through to the middle objective. That's for Aeldari. An objective has been claimed. Squad's shifting out to the left-hand side as well. So spreading in a line across here. That's movement done. Right, so firepowers lined up. Dread Knight into the lead. Wraith Lord.
Yeah, so the heavy incinerator's out of range, so it's going to be the heavy side cannon.
Okay.
I'm going to choose one of these Midnight Minis as one of the shots.
Okay.
Because I think I'm going to roll his one first, which hits. That's fine. Yeah. And then.
Oh no, you can add all the firepower to him. That's fine. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Right, I'll do that then. What's all this about, minis? Right. Okay. That's fine. And then strength 10.
Right. I think we're still toughness 10. Yeah, toughness 10.
Okay, 4s.
Forced wound.
Good start, no wounds.
Ooh, okay.
So that's all my firing, pretty much.
And that would have been, what would have happened there? Would it have been damage?
It would be -2, 3 damage apiece.
Yeah, nice. Okay. Any other firepower?
No, that's it.
End of turn. So that was a super quick turn 1 here. Firepower's finished, end of turn. 5 points coming through for Aeldari. It's worth going after that at this early stage. 5 points to 0 here for the Grey Knights. We're going to go on to turn 1 for the Eldar. We'll see how much they push out here. So, you could choose to remove units now. You could do, or
no, it's at the end of your turn.
End of my turn. Okay, all right. We're going to turn 1 here for the Eldar next. Right, movement phase. We're interrupting it here because there's a kind of repulsing mortal wound attack.
Yes, it's called Fires of the Covenant. I'm going to use Plum Hammer.
He's keen to get on with this. Just to show you what's happened here. Sorry, Banshees have disembarked 3, moved 8, guaranteed 6-inch advance with Jane Czar, sweeping in, and then in response, you're going for this.
Because I know they're not going to be long for this world, those Grey Knights. Right. I'm going to do 4 up with Plum Hammer, D3 mortal wounds.
Yes, good. You're going to kill some Banshees here.
Only the 1. There we go.
1. Okay, so 1 lady slain. If we were cheeky, we could put a wound.
Do you not feel no pain with that?
An exarch. No, I don't feel no pain. Yeah, I need the attacks. I might get criticised for that, but we'll take a wound. We'll take a wound on the exarch. I'll just try and absorb it on her. So 1 wound left on the exarch. Okay, so we've pressed on the rest of our moves. The Trinity of Wraith Lords pushing forwards. Sandwiched right in between them is the Spirit Seer. It's 5 dragons inside here, just as a supporting role at the moment, just with a line of sight towards the Dread Knight. Bikers, squad 1, 2, and then you have to pay the inches now to get up top, but a normal move has managed to get us up, stacked up like so. With the sniper bikes, I've just got a view now across in this direction. Empty Falcons moved up very close to the objective, and then a running bomb here with the Avatar of Cain. He's done an advanced move, given him agile maneuvers here, an extra 2 inch to his move, and he's got himself comfortably onto that objective. Tough enough, but he's on his own over on that flank. That is movement complete. We'll go on to shooting phase next. So first thing, sniper bikes. Going to put their shots into the avatar. So we'll do 2 sniper rifle shots first of all. So 1 hit. And I'm going to try and win. We do. And we're looking at AP -1. Are you going to ignore it? Well, you've got cover, so it's going to be a 2-up save. Just about. Okay. And then we'll do some scatter laser shots. Needing 3s. Horrific. God. Get these dice rolls out of the system. 1. Well, toughness.
8.
Oh, right. 1 save, yep. 2 up again.
Yep.
Pass. We're just testing your armor and your dice rolls. Okay. Right, that's them done. So the rules are, I think someone's just recently pointed out here about this weapon. Yeah. To strip cover, I have to hit you with the long rifle, not just firepower from this unit.
Yeah.
So it has to be those sniper rifles, which is what we've done this time around. So we've stripped cover away from him. It's not going to impact things too much, because Luke's on an invuln save 4+. We're on AP -3, so it's going to hit that anyway. But it might help a couple of other weapons. We're going to line up some more firepower. We'll do the Falcon into him just to get going. Now, just think about this one. Yeah, it's just a change up. Shuriken Cannon's going to go into there, and then the 2 heavy weapons into the Drake Knight. Okay, I've got a fair few Lancey type weapons lined up here. We'll start off. Where's the tower player? Sorry, Connor Collins. We'll call upon him. Right, so Bright Lance. This is going into the Drake Knight. Hits Talva. And then we're going to go for Strength 12.
Yeah, so
3s to wound.
Yeah.
Yeah, wounds. Okay, so invuln save. First one of the day.
There it is.
Blocked. Ah, the damage would have been. Would have been good. Okay, we'll go with Pulse Laser next. 3 attacks. 2 hits. Strength 9. Still 3s to wound. 2 wounds to go through. These are -2, ignoring cover, so it's back to 4-ups again. 1 does sneak through.
Yeah.
I think it's
2 damage.
What's that? 2? Oh, no. Sorry, this is a pulse laser. Yeah, this is the Falcon's unique weapon. I think it's D6 damage. It is. Yes. Yeah, D6.
Cool.
Ah!
Do you want to re-roll?
Do you know, I think I will.
Yeah.
Just because we're in. 3.
3.
SCP for 2 extra wounds. Yeah, okay. 2 wounds. All right, through SCP. We'll regret that, I don't know, we'll see. And then we'll go Shuriken Cannon. 2 hits. A wound.
On
the Marines, yeah. Save of 3+.
Yep.
And you're okay. Doing well with the saves there. All right, so that gets the hit against that. That'll help them. All right, Jane's on the bench is going to offload their pistol shots and Triskel into that squad just to soften them up a little bit. So by default with Aspect Warrior Host, we just go for reroll 1s for our hit rolls. So 2s, rerolling 1s. Full house. She tings each one of them with a spinning silent death hit. And she does wound 4. These come for AP -2. You're in cover, so 5s.
4s.
4s. You starting a 2-up?
2-up, yeah.
Really?
2-up. Every Grey Knight's got 2-up armor.
Wow.
So 1's dead.
Yeah, 1 damage each, yeah. Ting, 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 ting. And then 1 finds its mark, gets in. Then we'll go pistols from her friends. 3s. 4s. Nothing. Okay, so she's killed 1. That's that done. We'll go to the Wraith Lords next. It's obvious what they're going to do. We're going to do double Bright Lances. And we're going to keep going to hopefully till we get him. So we'll go Nate Miller for this firepower. 2 shots then. Well, usually 4s. He's near them. Add to the Spirit Seer to give him +1 to hit rolls. So we're on real 1s to hit and to wound because we've chosen anti-vehicle for this game. And then sustained hits on that lead model as well. So double 6 would be amazing. 6 and 5. Typical Nate Miller here. We'll add in an extra hit And we'll go 3s to wound. Re-rolling this one because of our ability. Oh boy, 3 go through. It's like using a hammerhead.
Oh,
2 make it in.
Yeah.
This is probably going to hurt. Yeah, I'm just checking. It's D6 plus
D6
2.
Plus
And you can do 7 plus 4, 11.
He is gone.
He's been popped. And does he blow up? He almost
Think
does.
about it.
Target destroyed. Ouch. Bright Lance is picking up a victim here. And then all of a sudden we're going to stop the firepower. I don't want to reduce these down. I want the charge to go ahead. So in which case we'll leave the shooting or stop it at this stage. And then we'll go on to charge phase next. So charge is going ahead, just the one. It's obvious. So Banshee's going in. Zoom in so you can see the fight that's about to take place. Don't usually get Janezar involved so early on. But ladies first, as they say. So in she goes with her squad. And we will use Patreon for this one. We're looking for a nice clean kill. We'll go for the near side, who plays Eldar and also Chaos Demons. Core, you'd hate us for that. Oh boy, that's sorry, trigger. It's Eldar and Chaos.
Funny enough, I've had Grey Knights. I've not fought Chaos Demons yet. It's weird.
Oh no, tragic. All right. Well, there you go. If you're a Chaos Demon player, do get in touch.
You haven't got a demon there, though. It's fine.
Oh, he's annoyed here. Eldar combat doesn't like it, right? So we'll go for Jane's Art. So we shot here, which is going to give us the reroll for our wounds. We'll pick reroll 1s for our hitting, and we're using the near side dice. We'll go Jane's Art first of all to show us how it's done. 8 attacks, not 6. 8 attacks with her needing 2s. Rerolling 1s. I'm so glad that rolls that. It's a full house of hits. She's going to be on 3s to wound. I think she's coming in at strength 6. 3s to wound. And rerollable, thankfully. This reroll's just preventing a howler of a result. 7 saves at AP -3 and damage 2. Yeah, she's the anti-infantry specialist here.
One,
you
two,
blocked 3. Well done. Good dice
dead.
rolling. 3 slain.
There's only 1 left.
Yeah, last man standing it.
It's going to have to be the sergeant or the judicator.
Okay. So then we'll go, friends. We'll turn to the wounded, vengeful Altarch, or Exarch, sorry. She needs 2s, rerolling 1s. That was a hit there.
Yeah.
So 3 hits. Just checking she needs 2s. She does, yeah, we need 2s now. The executioners come through again at strength 6. So 3s to wound. They're all wounded. These are AP -3 and 3 damage.
Yeah, dead.
Cool. Just about, but yeah, enough. 3 damage. Strike through the chest with her executioner blade. Okay. So consolidation back onto the objective. We're an inch short of being able to hop back into the transport. That was the intent with Skyborn Sanctuary, I think it's called, but we can't do it. We're 7 inches away. You need to be within 6. I think it's 6. Yeah, 6 or 3. I think it's 6, but either way, we can't do it. We can't hop back in. So there's a vulnerability here, James, on the benches. Yes, there is. Okay. We'll end the turn here. I think we know part of what's going to happen next turn, but we'll give you an update on the score.
Right, I'm going to pull up, sorry.
Points, yes. Yes, you go ahead and you can start doing that whilst I'm talking. It's no problem. Units been removed. Oh, here we go. So there are a big chunk of those removed from play. Okay. Grey Knights, if they were like in our world, they would be like people that move house all the time. They just can't stay still. They have to keep moving. Or people that travel like around the world and stuff. They're just or the kid that was the fidget at school that just couldn't sit still.
They've all got fidget spinners in their belts. Yeah, just...
Okay. Anyway, we're just talking about Grey Knights, the type of Marines that they are. We will give you point score here of 4 points coming through for Stormmaster objective, 5 points for Aeldari. So whatever happens to these benches, they've picked up 9 points here for the Eldar cause. It could be the last thing they do. We'll see what happens. Luke's removing units from play. So far, 2 strike. The large Purifier squad's gone.
Yeah.
And that's it. Okay, and everything else is staying on the table. Potential deep strikers and arrivals coming here on turn 2. This is very early stages in this battle. Grey Knights have suffered a mini defeat here in the middle of the board, but there's it's just a drop in the ocean of potentially what could happen for either side here. We'll see what happens. We'll go on to the second turn of the game for the Grey Knights coming up next. So Grey Knights turn 2. Cards drawn: no prisoners and assassination.
I kept no prisoners.
Yes, it rolls over for next time. That's fine. Or from the last turn. And assassination. You got options here. You got Jane Zoe, also the Avatar of Cain to bring down as well. And we're saying how the Grey Knight's just the lone demon in the Eldar list that just draws their attention. So multiple units landing here. Paladins. Oh no, Bloodlust, 3d6 charge. Trouble. So he's there, joined by a Dread Knight as well. This squad's here. This squad's moved up. Dread Knight's landed in support with them with its firepower. Then strike teams moved across. They were here, weren't they? This is the squad, right? So they moved across there to potentially go for the ritual to establish a new objective on the board. And then the large Purifier squad has landed here to shoot and charge potentially into these. And, well, maybe not. Maybe tank the objective. We'll see what Luke decides to do. And that's it. But Grey Knight's now a silver crescent running all the way around the board, going after the fringes of this Eldar force. Well, not really. Attacking on all fronts, middle and both sides. We're going to shooting phase next. All right, Vortex of Doom. I think this is Patronic time.
Yes. So I'm just
coming from the librarian.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with... Let me have a look who we've got here.
Oh, Nicholas Lucas is a Grey Knight friend.
Oh, well, I'm going to use him then. I'll use Nicholas Lucas then for that. For a D6... for 2d3 on your avatar.
2d3?
Yes. So that'll be...
5 wounds. Thanks, Nicholas. Oh, boy. He's probably been waiting for a Grey Knight player on the channel for a few years, so fair enough.
Hi, Nick.
Okay. We are looking at... I think I start on 14 wounds we do. And you could score 5?
Yes.
Oh, man. All of a sudden I'm down to 9. Now, I would say I'm half damage, but it's not. It's individual mortal wounds don't... No, so fine. Okay, so they all come through. That was a good hit.
Okay, then the Paladins are going to unleash their flamers.
Yep.
Which are, incinerators, which are 3 of them. 3d6. For not many, for 6.
Okay. For the Avatar, it's like taking a shower.
Yeah, strength 6, yeah. Strength 6 are 5s. 1.
1 comes through.
1 at -1.
3 up. Oh, 1 wound. Wounded by flame. Could never hear the like of it before, so... Avatar of Cain. Takes another wound, drop it down to 8. 4
storm bolter shots, or 8 storm bolter shots because they're in range. Hitting on 2s because they're paladins. Wounding on 6s, I would imagine.
Yep, toughness 11.
There's 1 there.
Any minus going on?
No.
2 up, passed.
Cool. And then I'm going to use the Librarian's Purge Soul.
Okay.
I'm not even going to do, it's not worth it. I can do Precision, don't need to. So I'm just going to do the normal Purge Soul because I can overcharge if I wanted.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s, there it is. Strength 6. No.
Quite. Okay.
No, that's fine.
This is such a peaceful game. I've just played 2 games back to back with James, and
well, I can bring it.
No, please, no. Just keep going.
Right, so they've done all their shots.
Yep.
I'm going to do some storm bolter shots over here.
Yeah, that's from that squad the other side of that ruin.
Yeah.
Going into the Avatar over there.
Yeah. Sorry to pick on him, but he's a demon. So, so the normal shots are... Is he... Where is he?
Says the Grey Knight player who has had his tape measure donated by the Emperor's children, right?
If you want to call my wife
sorry.
Emperor's child, then
Okay.
fine. Wow. Okay. There's a joke there somewhere, but I'm not going to get it. Right, so the Emperor, the champion, the champion hits on 2s, so that's 1 on different. So that's 1. And then all the rest of them, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of those. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 6s.
Oh, we got a couple. Yeah. And what are these like?
It's just normal saves.
Oh, right.
Storm bolters. Yeah,
Ding
5.
ding, right, sorry.
Then I've got the side cannon, 3 shots. All hit.
Softening up the demon here.
Trying to.
On the charge. How?
Strength 8, so 5.
I don't know if we can survive this.
Okay, 2 wounds, -1.
Yeah. Passed.
Yeah, would have been 2 damage, that's fine. Dread Knight.
Ah.
So 6 shots. No, I'm going to do from the charge, I think.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s. Okay, it's better than before. Wounding on 4. What's toughness?
Toughness 11.
5s.
5's to wound.
There's 1 there, -2.
-2. No cover the way you're positioned. It gets through.
3 damage, but 2.
Becomes 2, yeah. Try and keep the wounds away. Oh, come on, reroll. Yes, just to try and keep damage off of him. No, we take it, and we drop down to 6 wounds left. Okay.
Sorry, just counting. Difficult sometimes. 1, 2, 9, 12 shots from the Gatling cannon.
Okay.
3s, 6s sustained. Oh, nice. 3 of those. Remove that one. Apart from that, yeah, cool. Wounding on 5s, strength 6. Okay.
Yeah, some coming through.
There's 5 there, but no AP.
Right, 2 ups. Come on. 2 get through.
1 damage a pop.
Okay. That all counts. It really does. Knocks me down to 4 wounds left.
Okay.
You nearly got him. Close combat should.
Yeah, you'd like to think so, wouldn't you? Right, so this over here, shooting at your banshees.
Yeah.
So 5 purifier shots.
Okay.
Because they're purifiers on hallowed ground, they reroll all hits.
Nice.
So hitting on 3s, rerolling those. 4 hit. Anti-infantry 2+.
Nice.
Yep. -1, no cover.
Okay. In which case we'll take an invuln save of 5+. And how many? 4?
4, yes.
Oh, trouble. Well, we blocked 2. So the Exarch will go, remember?
Yeah.
Put the wound on her. And then her friend will go as well. A few bodyguard remain. I don't like taking casualties on those. That's not nice. Okay.
1, 2. 2 at rapid fire. Storm bolters next.
Okay, yeah.
1, 2. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling. Oh, because they're good amount of hits. That was a hit. Wounds. Forgot to re-roll those, sorry. Yep, lovely. Sorry, sorry, I'm doing lots of rolling here.
That's all right. He knows what's going on in his own mind. That's
7.
the most important thing.
7 wounds, no AP.
7 wounds.
And you've got cover.
Right, so 3 ups then. God, I've not rolled. Whoa, look at that. That's going to flow on to Jane. Okay, the bodyguard go and Jane takes 2.
And then 3 side cannon shots.
Oh, no.
Hitting on 3s. Get rid of those ones. Re-rolling misses. I think 1 was a hit, but doesn't matter. Too late. Strength is 8, so 2s.
Okay.
So only 2. -1.
-1 +1. What does Jane start on? A 2+. Passed.
2 damage a time, and then we would have been.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Just Jane by herself survives. Correct us if you're wrong. I was looking at fade back, but I think I can't do it because her unit has had a token used on it this battle round already, so I don't think I can. I would have been able to go d6+1 and try and move away. But anyway, I don't think I can do it, so go ahead and with your plan.
So I was going to split fire, but I'm not. I want her dead. No offense, love, but has to happen.
Okay.
So everything from the Dreadnought's going to shoot into her.
Uh-oh.
So let's do the side cannon shots. Hitting on 3s. Re-rolling 1s because I'm next to a purifier. All hit. 2s.
Can you imagine the story being told by the Eldar? They almost made it into transport. They're an inch short, and then their lives were cut down. But that's
the Falcon reversing, realising what's happening.
Yeah, you'd shed tears over that.
2s.
Sad story.
-2.
That's 1. 3 ups then. Yeah. With cover. On 4.
Yeah.
Damage on each one?
3.
I'm going to pass them all. First one. Oh, sorry.
Ooh.
Passed. Second one. Failed, and I can't do nothing about it. And past the others. Oh, the tragedy of it all. Commander Hero can't do it. Used it on the Avatar Kane. She's dead. This made me sad, Mr. Frodo. It's gone.
Well, that is a scary unit, so that's why I wanted it gone.
Yes. Okay. Wouldn't want the Grey Knights having nightmares, would we? We'll press on. Firepower's been excellent from them so far. Right, Chris Time dice being used. Firepower's been allocated. There's a lot of it, and it's been split up in different directions. Because of this 6-inch deep strike, models are able to reach in to get to the Lone-Op Spirit Seer. So well spotted. Good target allocation. So this first batch of firepower is
just 8 of the purifiers is the purifying flame against
the Spirit Seer.
Yeah, and then re-roll the hit because it's stealth as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's 4s then.
Not bad.
Yeah, this is a good move if it pays off. Should do. So 4 re-rolls. Stealth's helped us a bit. There's no doubt about it, but still there's a lot of hits come through.
Okay. Wounding on 2s.
2s?
Yes, anti-infantry.
Oh.
So.
AP minus?
-1, ignores cover.
Oh, we're dead.
9.
9, we're dead.
Yes.
I need a heap of 4+ invulnerable saves. Not a chance. Yeah, 5 wounds, 3 wound mod. Target destroyed. Character as well. Pretty much going to wipe out every character I've got here, apart from the gun.
Then the purifiers that couldn't target him are going to shoot one of the, and then all the remaining shots into the
Wraith Lord.
Wraith Lord. Yeah.
Yep.
So it was 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, yeah, and then because of Crow, he gets an additional 1 as well.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s. Or do they have stealth as well?
No, they don't. No.
Okay, re-rolling.
This is a vengeful turn here by the Grey Knights. They're giving a good account of themselves so far.
Okay. But it's only strength 4 and you're not an infantry unit, so 6s? 5 6s?
Oh, you're trying to win, yep. Okay.
Yeah. So that would be, what's strength toughness, sorry?
10.
10, so no wounds on that part.
Okay.
That's fine. Then the Stormbolters.
Stormbolter shots next. Just normal shooting, no
Normal
minuses.
shooting, yeah. That's what bears by. Just re-rolling those. Yeah. Drops 1.
Wounding.
6s. 5, no AP. That's a cough. Hang on. There. Yeah, 5 at no AP.
Our base is a 2 up, so 1 gets through. 1 wound caused, dropping down to 9 wounds left. I wonder if you'll go for the charge. But that's up to you, obviously. Any other firepower?
Yes. Do the 4 side cannon shots. 1,
Ooh.
2, 3, 4. Hitting on 3s. You're on the misses.
God, that's a lot of firepower.
It is. For 10, it is quite incredible. Strength 8, so 5. 3 at -1.
3 ups. Triple 6.
Oh, look at that.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
Any other shooting on the board? Are they going to do their action or not?
They are doing their action.
Right, okay, so action starts now, completes the end of the turn, but you may as well put the marker out now. So Luke's putting out an extra as objective marker. It has to be 12 inches away from an existing objective marker and within an inch of the unit that's made the move. Yeah, obvious charges over there with 2 units, the Paladins and the Dread Knights. Thinking about this one, the advantage is you'll be on the charge to get to strike first. Downside is you might move off the objective. If you sit there, I might come after you. And then also that ritual has started. End of the turn, you're going to see another No Man's Land objective be established here. Grey Knights liking that side of the board enough to get an objective down. The decision is no rush.
Well, that's sticky anyway.
Oh, right. We'll mark that up. That's the objective across there.
So.
Yep. There's trouble ahead. 3d6 charges. I'm going to charge both of these 2.
Yeah. So I need...
Just don't roll like...
I need a 6.
Yeah. Triple 1 would be bad.
Yeah, I'm in there.
They're in. Okay, so in there you go. Charges going ahead mostly as rolled low for the Terminators, the Paladins. They haven't made it in. So the Dread Knight has. So it's showdown 1-on-1. And then across here, the multi-charge taking place. You're free to... I can't interrupt play.
Yeah.
You're free to fight first with either of these 2 units.
And it will go horribly wrong.
Okay, Luke's on edge here. It could go wrong. But this charge has taken place. Just zooming in so you can see the fight that's about to occur. Does look good. The glistening silver here that blinds the eyes of the heretic, mutant, and traitor. Okay.
Right, so Casting Crow's going to go first.
So party move done. Luke splitting 4 and 4. Intends to bring down 2 Wraith Lords. Great prize if it works.
So Casting Crow hitting
on... combat, a friend, Patronic helper.
Oh, yeah, let's do it, because it's... Yeah, thank you, because I forget otherwise.
He's chosen Darth Window. He's putting his trust in the Space Wolf side of this 40K.
The thing is, though, Space Wolves and Grey Knights don't get on either.
Oh, no.
In law, so...
No.
Lesser of 2 evils, I suppose. Right.
Okay.
So, hitting on 2s.
Admire your attempt to justify these things.
Hitting 2s, re-rolling because purifiers. Yeah. Strength 6. 5s. Nope.
Okay.
Okay. And let's do the
and who was that?
That was
Crow.
Crow. Yeah.
Right.
1, 2, 3.
The blades, yep.
Yeah.
3 rolls, so useful.
1, 2. That was a hit. So 2.
Yep.
-2.
4 pluses. Blocked 1.
2 damage.
Nice. Dropping down to 7.
Let's just get the combat blades out of the way. Fours, so 6s. Combat blade twice into the healthy one.
You have 1. Passed. AP minus.
Nothing.
Nothing. Yep. Okay.
And then with the normal blades. Yep.
All hit. 5s are good.
5s are good. And that's 2.
-2.
-2.
1 gets through. Damage 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay, dropping down to 8 wounds left. Wraith Lords survive. Tough customers for sure. Anything else from you over there?
Not over here, no.
Right. The other side. To bring down an Avatar of Cain. Can it be done? We'll zoom in so you can see the fight that's taking place over on that lonely flank for the Eldar. Definitely a Patronic moment.
So, I think you don't want to do...
Vagabond, I think you picked up.
Yeah, Vagabond. Let's go, Martin.
All right, I'm going to grab Carl Roden here to try and protect this Avatar. Stay alive. Come on, we'll strike back.
Okay, so hitting on 3s.
This is a huge combat. This one is very important.
Okay.
3 hits.
Wounding on 3s, strength 14.
Wounding on 3s.
Oh, 1.
4 plus invulnerable save. Kyle! Damage?
D6 plus 1.
No, I thought it was I thought it was 3. You can get me. 3
D6
and
plus
1, 4.
4.
Half damage.
Half damage, so yeah, so he's 2 wounds.
Survived 2 wounds. Needed those Terminators. I knew there was a glimmer of hope when they didn't make their charge. Command points. Both of us starved on those, but either of us could have done with command points being used, but none available at this point. I'm going to strike back then with the units that have survived. So we'll go to the Avatar of Cain. We'll do his 6 attacks. We'll go the default reroll once. Yes. I'm annoyed. Very cross. Look at that. Help. All hit. Then we're going to go strength 16.
That 2 would wound. If it's strength 16, it's tough to take.
Are you?
Yes.
5 wounds. Maybe minus 4.
4 up in van. Only 5, is it?
Yeah. Well done.
Wow.
Locked them all except 1.
How much damage?
5 damage. Locked in mortal combat. The Dreadnought survives. So we'll go to sweep mode with these. And we'll do 8 attacks. We'll turn to sparks. We'll go to the one that is assaulted first. Need 4s. Oh, no. It's going to be 3 to wind. 1 save. Minus 2.
Fine.
Blocked. Ugh.
Your armor saving them.
Yeah. We'll go with the other one. We'll do 4 attacks. I really am missing the spirits here already. We'll go with 4 attacks on this one. That's better. It's going to be 2s to wound. Strength 10. Oh, no. 1 goes through. This is minus 3.
Yeah, it goes through.
That's enough to slay a model. God, the kill rate's very slow, these Wraith Lords, swinging their blades around. 1 model slain. Got ourselves an ongoing combat across here. Ongoing combat across the other side. End of turn.
Quite a bit.
Yeah, it's been good here for the Grey Knights. They've done well. Establishing a new objective. Clearing, holding this one. Taking the fight and almost bringing the Avatar down. Really almost bringing him down across the other side. Banshee's slain. It's been a good round from the Grey Knights. Who've not taken the score. So, end of turn, points going through, yes. Nothing for primaries. Didn't start the turn on objectives, but that has changed since. 5 points for assassination, 5 points for no prisoners been scored. So, strong on secondaries, taking the Grey Knights to 15 points. 15 points to 9. Eldar with a turn in hand. Avatar in serious trouble. Bogged down across here as well. Eldar need to try and break out. We missed the Banshees, we really do, but they're gone. We'll press on with what we have. Turn 2 for the Eldar next. All right, so turn 2 for the Eldar as they try and play catch-up. Cards being drawn, not too great. Behind enemy lines, which is tricky for us. Display of Might is the other, which is the new card. You've got to get more units inside no man's land than the opponent. Luke's got a lot already in there. We could try and outnumber him, perhaps, by reducing some units down and crowding out the middle. It's possibly an option. We'll see how that goes. And then for primaries, we do control... hang on a second.
Yes.
9. Okay, so past Battle Shock. Avatar's in control there. OC5 compared to OC4, so we've just about got it. So we do hold that one, which is going to get us 5 points, right? That's it at this stage. So 5 points on the board for the Eldar. Secondaries, we're going to struggle. We'll press on to their move. If you enjoy our games, you want to see more, do join us on channel membership. We have extra battle reports, extra content available. It means you can support the channel. And as a reward, we can give you the extra content through channel membership. If you enjoy our league, if you want to catch all the league battles, a good number of those are now membership as well. So to catch the whole league, join us there. And then for painting commissions, it's RW Studio, the new channel sponsors. Link for them below. Check them out for painting commission work as well. All right, so turn 2 for the Eldar. Cards then behind enemy lines and a display of might. As we're going to go for that. We're going to try and take on the Grey Knights across here as much as we can. So there's a fair few manoeuvres taking place. The lone Wraith Lord has pushed forwards, not quite able to get himself in range of that central objective. The Empty Falcon can. It's nudged and pushed forwards and got itself just in range of that central objective. Then these two have elected to stay in close combat. They're going to be supported by Shining Spears, which have zoomed around. Paid an extra, or used an agile manoeuvre to give these a 2-inch boost, coming down and then across here with these to lend some firepower support across in this direction. We then use Star Engine's agile manoeuvre, or a 6, so 21-inch move here with the Wave Serpent. and then dropping off its cargo of fire dragons here. We've got line of sight through to the Dread Knight. And then we have these have arrived from reserve, the Wind Riders, just turning up ready to lend some firepower support again. And across the other side, Avatar of Cain elected to stay in close combat, but some support to come through from the second unit of Shining Spears. That's movement done. Shooting phase next. So first bit of firepower has been done off camera. Add 2 sniper shots and all the laser lances into the Dread Knight. No damage. And missed, crucially, with the sniper rifle shot across there. But a wound caused from scatter lasers. That's their firepower done. I wanted to fire them first to try and strip cover, but it's not happened. Sadly, this barricade, which should be looking like this, Luke's going to get for his models, which is going to protect them from there. They're only AP -1, so it's going to try and nerf your cover, but you're going to get it. Keep that 2 up safe. So we'll fire them. We'll go Lee C for this firepower, offloading everything into there. They're not the closest eligible, so not going to get the full reroll hit rolls, just reroll 1s. 3s for hits. It's accurate though. Anyway. Nicely done. Stop. Lethal hits. And then 3s to wound.
Isn't it sustained?
It used to be.
Oh,
yeah, no, sorry. Then they changed it. Yeah, then they changed it. Cool. 13 saves of 2+. I wish it was 3+, but 2+.
Okay, there we go.
Damage 2, 2 models slain. Would have been 6 models slain, which would have close to a wipeout. Some difference. We'll just do the obvious stuff first. The Avatar Cain will do his shot. A 6 would be insane. 4, we get a hit. And then we're going to try and wound. Yes. So an invuln save, please, on Dread Knight. No. This would be D6 +2.
I'm going to reroll.
Come on, reroll.
I'm going to use Sam Holmes.
Sam Hermes for this important invuln save. And the damage, a 1.
Oh.
So 3 wounds, dropping down to 5. On the Dread Knight. Okay. And then we'll go Laser Lances. Star Lance, Laser Lance. Reroll 1s by default. Dangerous enough actually here, these Shining Spears with their anti-vehicle abilities. Not with the shooting though, so 2 Laser Lance shots. 1 hit. No wound. Nope. And then we're going to go Star Lance. That's a hit. This will be 3 to wound because strength 9. It doesn't wound. Ugh. And then Shuriken Cannon. 2 lethals. Nothing. So AP -1, so 2 saves of 3+. 1 goes through. That's 2 damage. Just need to remember it's -1 to hit rolls. This is Shuriken Catapults, the last of our shooting. That one's missed. And then we're going to try and wound you on 6s. Twin linked. Or you can roll that first. It's fine.
Yeah, that one's fine.
And that's it.
No, 6s.
Yeah. Right, totally fine. So that's firepower from then done. Drop it down to 3 wounds left on the Dread Knight. I'll flame them and bright lance the big chap. 2 shots, then 4s. Rerolling 1s for my ability for this game. Fouled. And then we're going to try and wound on 3. We don't. There's nothing I can do. And then flamers. So 2d6 auto hits for 11. We'll count out Xenos dice here. And we're going to try and wound on 4s. And then twin linked. Sorry, they're not, they're just flames. I'm thinking of catapults. In which case, 6 saves of AP -1.
Oh.
Enough to put some wounds through. Okay, so 1 model slain and a wound on another.
1.5.
Shuriken Cannon fired across here. All of this firepower. Bright Lance in the end was the only thing that got through and took out another one of those Marines. And may as well, Wraith Lords will put their firepower down into close combat. 5s for hits. Okay, so 2 bright lances. Got 1 hit. 2s for a wound. No. Not rerolling 1s because it's not our choice. They're flamers though. For 10 hits. And we're looking at 4s to wound. Nice. 7 saves at -1. Burn.
1 dead.
1 dead. 1 model slain. And just rinse and repeat. Missed. Flamers. Got burning well. Two. No. Sorry, it's 4s. 5. 5 saves at -1. And sneaking in, 3 more wounds caused. So, firepower, models removed from here. Pretty much the last of our firepower is going to be from these. Tempted to go over there, but no. We'll go after him. In which case, we'll do 4 fire dragon shots. Tempted to split, but that would be awfully risky. Just looking at Seer Song, you can split the firepower up, but don't do a half job twice. Don't do a proper job. He's got to go. How many wounds has he got left?
He's full.
Ah, right, okay. Full firepower here. And we'll go Longbow BB, who's saving him for decent firepower. So we're looking at 3s for hits, rerolling 1s. If there's anything you can do just to react.
He's 4 up in run. So.
3s. Reroll that. Reroll the hit roll, actually. Sorry, up against a vehicle. Right, so they've all hit. Right, so wounding. Strength 9 but toughness 8, right?
Yeah.
Can be 3s to win then.
Oof.
Rerolling.
Good job too.
Because of a short destruction, that was a wound. They all go through. Down to... Inmon, yeah. Inmon saves a 4+.
3 go through.
Uh-oh. Now I've positioned them within 9, which means they're going to be on D6 +2 each. I could have split, you know. Melter 3. Yes, because they get range 12. They get an extra 6-inch range because of Fugan. I think you maybe faced him before. You said you faced 2 squads of those.
Yes, I did, yes.
Right.
Wiped out 1, and then the other one turned up.
Turned up, gotcha. Damage is going to be 9. It's crazy amount of damage.
Yeah.
Right, target destroyed. Fire Dragon's picking off that target quite comfortably. All right, so firepower here for the Eldar. We're going to charges for them next. Number of charges lined up. Possibly one that I wasn't thinking of doing. Across here, we may be tempted to go for a charge. So charges taking place. I've decided not to. Had a bit of a chat, and he's pretty good. High OC control. Got fights first. That's the deciding factor. I don't want to lose all those models. So that charge doesn't go ahead. Yeah. No, it's okay. So I was thinking of charging and tank shocking, but it's desperate stuff. We're not desperate people, the Eldar, so we'll control ourselves here. We'll go for this charge here. 3d6 charge roll, something like crazy high amount. And these have gone in. The biker's gone in. Biker's gone in across the other side to support the Avatar as well. Combat resolution next. Right, going to go across here to try and save the Avatar of Cain for a moment at least, because those Terminators will surely go after him anyway. So we'll pick Chris Comiskey for these attacks. And we'll go with the Shining Spears here. They're exceptionally good unit now, I think, for the Eldar. They're anti-infantry, anti-vehicle. Just checking this raw across here with the new rules for fly, which is very frustrating. You have to move, pay the points or pay the inches to go up, across, then down. But this raw, if it still remains, extreme mobility, you can ignore all of that. Fallback charges, advanced rolls when determining the distance. Normal, advanced, fallback, or charge moves. Just ignore vertical distances. That's exceptionally good. Even
all Eldar.
Sorry, yeah, it's Eldar. You're just like James. James just says it's typical.
All Imperial players are like that, though, aren't they? It's like Eldar, prefer, whatever.
We'll go with these attacks here. So we're going to go for rear on hit rolls of 1, 4 attacks with the Star Lance. See if this is enough. Chris Comiskey, rerolling 1s, no panic. Goodish, not too bad. And then we're trying to wound here. Ow, anti-vehicle 3+. It is. So 1 goes through at AP -3.
Nope.
And then his friends attacking 3 attacks each. Come on. Gonna get past the armour. 3s. That's better. Anti-vehicle 3+. Nice. How many have you got left?
3.
Trouble, because these are damaged 3.
Okay.
And AP -2. You passed them all.
I have actually passed.
You actually have passed them all. I just can't
is
believe
amazing,
it. Well done.
I would say I'm sorry, but you're Eldar, so I'm not.
No, that's okay. I've come to expect these things. Well done. Survival. Unbelievable. What a turn up. Okay. Odds are we should have got through, but well done. We'll go to the training spears across here, see if they can meet with better success. And we'll go for 4 attacks. We'll go Michael German, the last of our Patreons. 3s. Just check with the Exarch, it's still 3s, it is. Okay. 3s to wound, anti-infantry 3+. Do you know what? It might be 2s. Just checking. Because we're strength 5. And lance, right? +1 to the wound rolls. So 2s.
Yeah.
Okay, 2. -3. 5 ups.
Oh.
Block 1. That's one really good here. That's going to be the wounded model, this guy here. Our kill rate's not good enough, though. It really is. We're struggling. And then we're going to go for 6 attacks. Needing... Look at that. Terrible. Aspect host. Still not that great. And then again, 3s to wound. Bit of recovery. 3 saves at -2. 3 saves at 4+. If you roll well, which you have again, you pass them all.
Sorry.
Okay. Block them all. That's it. I thought we'd have... Not decimate, but I thought we'd really cut that squad down, but some excellent dice rolling. Well done. Ray Floor, fight first across here. We'll sweep with 8 attacks. Needing 4s. It could be 2s. Nope, 3s. And these are -2. Ray Floors are struggling.
Yeah, he's passed.
Pass both, yeah, needing 4s. Yeah, not good enough. Okay, no impact from the Wraith Lord. And anyone else first time charges? No. Right, so pick your combat carefully. Okay, Wraith or the Dread Knight.
4s.
Patronic Friend, too late.
That's 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. And I'm going to use Blood Angels Ryan.
Oh, no.
My old army, Blood Angels, so... Hitting, wounding on 3s. There's 1 there.
1.
-3.
4+ invulnerable save. No. Come on, reroll. Yes.
Ooh.
Oh, forgot it. I always do this. I've kept him alive, but no hoppy back in with them. Oh, the agony. Not that you worry too much. Oh, dear. That was worth it, I suppose. Oh, Avatar of Cain. Right. Avatar of Cain survives. It's my turn to pick a combat. And we'll pick across here. We'll go over Wraith Lord. We'll strike, try and cut down some of these bodies here. So we need 4s. 2s. 1 save of 5+.
Nope.
No, model slain. Reduced by 1. Go on the edge, yep. And then you can pick a combat, which will be that one. Right, splitting up. Him across there. Those 3 into the bikes. Out. Those 2 into this Wraith Lord.
Yeah, so because I've lost a load, I'm hitting on 2s.
Okay.
So because it's lots of attacks, I'm going to use Dave Humphreys.
Okay, Imperial Knights player, he'll be glad to help.
Yeah, well, you better do. So let's do the 3 this side. On that single 1 there.
Yes.
Hits.
Nice.
5s.
5s to win.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
And then
6 above.
6 2s.
Yep.
5s.
5s.
1 there.
1.
-2.
Go through.
2 damage.
And that was against this one. It's dropping down to 6 wounds left.
You got 3 that are normal attacks from these guys here.
Yep.
Hitting on 2s. Oh, re-rolling because I'm... Yeah, completely forgot about
Okay. Toughness 4.
3s. 3 at -2.
Could go to invuln saves of 5+. I think we could turn to 4+ in close combat. Nope, I'm thinking of Banshees. Yep. We'll try and tank it on the Shimmer Shield though. Just to try and preserve here. No, damage 2.
2, yeah.
Passed. Come on. No. Oh, gone. Yep.
How much damage have we got? Wounds?
There's 3 wounds on
Okay.
on him, but it's 2 on the others now. So.
Right. So
Castle and Crow.
2s. Yeah.
All of them.
3s and 6s are devastating.
Uh-oh.
So
1 goes through, 1 dev.
yeah.
5+ invulnerable save. Failed and dev on the other. Wipeout. Ouch. We've paid a price for not causing enough casualties. It's your good dice rolling to blame for that. Ruined my squad.
Well, thanks for all your patrons who were helping me out there.
Okay. Right, that's what they're there for. They've assisted Aeldari Shining Spear unit repulsed, brutally cut down here by the Grey Knights, shrugging them off their shoulders and then free to carry on the fight. We're free then to pick, so we'll just go with the other Wraith Knight with his attacks. Need 4s, need 2s, 2 saves of 5+. Both go through. That's going to cut down 2 more. The grind continues. 1 and 2, like so. Okay. And we are looking for your attacks across there next.
Yeah. So
it's going in the right order.
6, 9, normal.
Okay.
Re-rolling because they are... Oh, they've lost 1, so they're hitting on 2s.
Okay.
Re-roll that one. Yep. Moving on 5s.
5 to win.
Okay, that's
a few.
3 minus 2.
Ow, horrific. Damage?
2.
6 wounds taken. All of a sudden dropping down to 4. I thought I was tough enough.
The one with the gun's got the combat knife. Re-rolling that one. And then...
6s? 5?
Yeah, no, it's a strength. It's normal strength.
Normal strength. All right, we'll then head over to the Avatar of Cain with his attacks. Now, come on. 2s. You already once.
Is it not 3s because he's injured?
It could be. It surely is. Must be. No, you will remember. Just call it out as we go along. Yeah, 1 to 5 wounds remaining. So I'm going to take away these 2, right? And everything else looks fine.
Yeah.
And then we're going to try and wound on 3s. Or 2, sorry, you said last time. Right, so 4 invuln saves. You can't keep up this rate of nearly.
Yeah,
right, please don't blow up.
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
You're all right.
Okay. Right, he can be removed from play. Finally got rid of the third Dread Knight. Okay. So, end of turn. Eldar have caused significant damage. All the Dread Knights removed from play. It's significant enough. It's costing us to do it, but that's been a successful enough turn for us. Points coming through. Show of Might did go off. 4 points coming through from that, and wasn't expecting it, but behind enemy lines, the Wraith Lord has got itself with a big charge into the deployment zone for the Grey Knights. So 3 points picked up for that. That takes the Eldar to 21 points to 15. They're ahead, not by much, but they've got themselves ahead. Damage-wise, they've caused trouble. And objective-wise, strong, mostly strong enough on objectives. But the fight's not over yet. Vicious combat continues across here. This squad is spare. If this squad fights on bravely and doing well, there's only 4 wounds left on that Wraith Lord. Paladins are available, and may well just go on a trip to see the Avatar. And there is also another unit, which I've only just realised is there, round the other side. What is that, Strike Team?
Strike Team with Champion.
With Champion is available as well, and potentially in striking range. We'll go on to turn 3 now for the Grey Knights. Numbers depleted, but they will fight on bravely. All right, so just come around here for the point of view of the Grey Knights. Storm Hostile Objective and Attempting Target is the 2 cards in play. We have selected for Tempting Target that one. By our calculations, Grey Knight units wouldn't get in range if they fell back 6 inches. So playing that as the safest, for now at least. These are moving here, but the intent with those is to perform a ritual in the shooting phase. Yeah. But Terminators with their Librarian, or Paladins with their Librarian pushing forwards to shoot and charge. They're surely going to be potent enough. Remember, the Avatar's just got 2 wounds left. Shining Spear's flimsy enough if the firepower in close combats are high enough in volume. Electing to remain in close combat across here. Remaining close combat across here. Going to fight it out to the last. Choosing not to move, just fear of potential overwatch from the fire dragons. Or even those, but fire dragons perhaps more dangerous. And that's it. So, we're going to shooting phase next. Michael Fraser?
Yes.
Or Michael Fryer?
Fryer, sorry.
It's my handwriting, sorry.
Yeah. Or my eyesight. It doesn't matter. Michael Fryer, who's a Space Marine player, so it's best that he's saved till last, because he's obviously Space Marines. No chaotic stuff with him. So I'm going to use the Vortex of Doom for his role.
Oh, not again.
Yes. Vortex of Doom on the Shining Spears.
Dear. Okay.
For 2d3.
I was going to say, Michael Fryer's have it rolling ones, but you're okay this time.
2d3, and that is 4 mortal wounds.
On the Avatar?
No, on
them. Oh,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
wicked. All right, fine. 4 in total, we'll lose the front 2. That's good. Good start.
And then 3 flamers on it, on the remaining one. For 11.
Yep.
6, 9, and 11. Strength 6. -1. No cover.
Ouch.
So you've
9.
got 9. Sorry, yeah.
Right. Dead. Oh, they didn't last long. Did say they wouldn't last. Beloved Shining Spears, love those models, but they're all removed from play now. Very cruel. Grenade stratagem now being used on the fire dragons. 8 dice. Sorry, 6 dice in 4s.
4s, yeah. That's 2.
Okay.
And
Then all the firepower is going to be unleashed into them as well.
so from the champion, because he hits on 2s, yeah. Wounding on 3s. 3 wounds. Obviously no AP.
Right, 3 ups. Oh, come on. That's them gone. Right, all the disciples are slain.
And then from the normal guy, hits on 3s. 3s again, so 3 normal wounds on.
Normal saves?
Yeah.
Passed.
Okay, and then the side cannon.
Uh-oh.
That's a wound of -1.
4 ups.
2 damage.
2 damage. Exarch lives. I think he does. Maybe he's dead. He is dead. He's gone for his 3 wounds. Squad gone. Well, that was tasty. Okay.
Charges.
Right.
They're going to charge him.
Yep.
Terminator's going to charge the Avatar.
Yeah, 3d6 all round. These charges are going to go ahead. No matter what you roll here.
Yeah, they're in.
And they're up for it. 11-inch charge. We'll zoom in here so you can see what's going on. Ugh. Now, you should be able to bring the Avatar down. Okay. And then next one, 3d6. You really have to fumble really bad for this not to go ahead. And you're totally fine.
7, 9, yeah.
In they go. Right, attacks against Fugan. Can he survive?
So, don't know. Possibly. Because he gets back up, doesn't he?
He does. I see you've been scarred by a fellow Eldar player at times in the past. We're looking at... Just checking. No, there's no reduction in damage. Do you get the 4+ invulnerable save? Only toughness 3.
So champion with his 5 attacks, hitting on 2s. Okay. Wounding on, what's your toughness?
Toughness 3.
2s. Yep. -2, 2 damage a pop.
I think you could get him. That's 4 wounds straight up.
Plus I've got the others too.
I know, yeah. 4s. Yeah.
It's after the fight phase, I think.
Yes, I'll command reroll.
Okay.
I'm spending them up here, but we'll do it. Command reroll to try and block that. We do. So we take... One did go through there, right? So we're going to drop down to 3 wounds left. I'm gambling on trying to stay alive, at least to strike, but we'll see what happens.
1 hit. This is a wound, -2, 2 damage.
Blocked.
Nice. And then combat knife.
Blade, yeah, the gamble's paid off. Yeah.
2 wounds.
Yeah. Passed. Oof. All right, we survived across there. We go to the next fight first, which is going to be the Paladins and Librarian. They'll all pie around. Surely it should be easy.
You'd like to think so, wouldn't you? So Paladins have 4 attacks each.
2 threats. All good.
Strength 6. So
5s.
5s.
Anything really that can save us is our toughness, which has helped a lot.
1 and 2. Yep.
Minus?
-2.
2 4-ups. Damage?
2.
Got to pass both. Nah, we died. Nope. Nice clean kill.
Cool.
That party was over before, before it started. Right. Okay, Avatar's gone. The thing is, he is a distraction, the Avatar of Cain. And he's sucked in multiple units, which could be in other places, tipping the game more in the favour of the Grey Knights. So, no regrets, but sad to see him go, but he's kind of done a job here in the game.
I really cry for you. No, really.
I don't even ask you for your sympathies. A waste of time. Okay, so we pick a fight this time around. I think it's logical we go over there, fighting before we die. We'll go over the sweep and we'll hope to do better this time around. So we're looking for 4s. And then we're looking for 3s. All right, 3 saves at -2.
1.
1 goes through, 2 damage. 1 model slain. Makes logical sense for you to go here next.
Yep. Now I've lost, I'm below half. It's +1 to wound as well because of purifiers.
Oh, great. Okay.
So 2 are going to go into with
2 here, 2 here. Gotcha. Yep. So Crow and his friend making their attacks into this one.
Yes.
Oh, you got the same rule?
Well,
these guys?
It's part of the unit.
No, I mean, you said about them being below half strength. These are as well, so you're going to get the +1.
Yeah, because they're purifiers, yeah.
Nice.
Purify special ability.
Sure.
So Crow hitting on 2s. Rerolling those 2. Lovely. Strength 6, but wounding on 4s now.
Yeah, fine. Actually getting better now.
4s, that's 2 at -2.
4-ups. No.
2 damage, 4 damage.
That's here.
Yeah.
3 wounds left.
And then the other guy hits 4s.
It's becoming doable.
1 -2.
Failed that as well. 1 wound left. Typical. Okay.
And then hitting on 2s, the other. Rerolling. Yep, and then 4s.
That's a big difference.
That's 3.
4-ups. We're not passing them. We've got 2 wounds left.
Yeah.
Stave man? Oh, they rolled them all at the same time.
Yeah. Just,
Right,
yeah,
we're barely alive here. Again, Spirit's here. Cool if we had him restoring wounds, but no. We'll sweep with the model. 4s. Followed by 3s. Yeah, 3 saves of 4+. We are responding, and responding well enough. 3 slain, looks like just Crow remains. So, very good result for us. Luke can fight back here with his.
3, 6, 9. They're not below half strength yet.
Okay.
So 2s. Rerolling those.
Oh,
Yep. And then 5s.
5s, 4s?
5s because they're not below half strength. If
Oh,
they're
that's the
below-
smaller 5-man squad. Gotcha.
Yeah. But that's pretty good. That's 4.
Uh-oh. At -2?
Yes.
I think I'm going to go. We do. Oh, no. Blow up. No, take him off. You've grinded them down. All of them. Well done. All the raid floors are gone. There's only a couple of wounds left on these others. We will attack with the higher punching ability of the next one. 4s. Followed by 2s. 2 at -3. D6 plus
2 4-ups.
2.
Fine.
Blocked both. Ugh, okay, well done. Fugan. Real ones. I think he's on 6 attacks. 2s. Followed by 3s. All of them. 6 saves at -4.
Wow.
Whoa.
6s. There's 1. They're dead.
Damage 3.
Oh, hang on.
Damage 3.
Damage 3. So yeah, they are dead.
Even the champion.
Even the champion.
Fugan. There's a move with him. I can see it. A 3-inch consolidation to hop onto that objective. That's some result from him. Stood up well and he's been able to move on to that objective. That is significant enough for the Eldar to give him a boost in points next turn. End of turn. Brutal stuff going on. Both sides cutting each other down without mercy. End of turn. We can update the score. So end of turn. Lucius putting down his objective across there. We'll get another proper token out in just a moment. But that's another token or another objective just over by the strike team. It's Grey Knights looking stronger over in that corner. They'd like to camp out across there and pick up points. This is significant. Eldar now on that objective. Freed up with this unit here, having fought off the Wraith Lord. Castle and Crow potentially could bring down the 2 of these. Also, you've sort of gutted out our soft stuff. Infantry, been hammered. Bikers, gone. And then Avatar remaining as well. But Eldar, I've got visually on the board, have bigger things remaining. But the casualties certainly have been flowing in. There's no doubt about that. We're going to go on to turn 3 for the Eldar next. So turn 3 for the Eldar. 10 points coming through for primaries. Control of this one. Control of that one, thanks to the Falcon. And then marked for death, which is quite useful when there's a limited number of units on the board. It's been forced through to put them on units that are quite exposed. This squad across here has received one. The strike team around the other side, and the paladins, which will be safe enough. The other one is assassination, kill a character, which surely must be Castle and Crow across here. What's that?
You can try. Probably will.
Defiant to the end. That's what we'd expect from Grey Knight players here. Okay, so we'll go on to movement phase next for the Eldar. Right, so movement for the Eldar. It's not quite happy with my move here. I've left this one open, but it's too late now. I can't track back through the movement. But these moved across to claim that objective, to hold that. 10 points coming through for primaries. Fugan's moved off by himself to head off towards those. Falcon's relocated. The idea is tank shock to finish off Crow if he's not destroyed by the Wraith Lords if they're shooting in close combat. These paid to give them a +2-inch on their move. They sort of float around the terrain as opposed to going through. And the Falcon's relocated. Star Engines gave us an extra boost of 7 inches, so we've gone up and over the cross and landed just down there. We're going to shooting phase next. Yeah, really not concentrating. I'd line myself up for shooting with those bikes, and they're in close combat still. But it's too late now. We're pressing what we have. The advantage, I guess, is that we've got the Bright Lances and Flamers. So we'll do Bright Lance shots into Castle and Crow. Missed. Flamer hits. 6 hits. And toughness?
There's 4.
4 saves at -1. So flamed here.
Takes a wound.
A wound comes through. Next Wraith Lord. 1 hit with the lance. A wound with the lance. Down to an invuln save. It could be trouble.
I'm ignoring that.
Oh, your 1 per game ignore thing.
1 per turn.
1 per turn?
Yes.
Cool. Flamers. Thought I got you there. 5. And 1 save. -1.
Fine.
Fine. Okay. Down to 4 wounds left in total. See a song from Fugan. 6s are amazingly good. 3 hits. 2 wounds. Possibly more. Yeah, 3 wounds.
Can I spend a CP?
Yes.
On the shooting phase. It's called Aegis Eternal 4-up invuln on them.
Okay, take it. 3 saves of 4+, or 3 invulns of 4+.
Didn't matter.
2 go through damage 3, or damage 2, sorry.
Damage 2.
2 slain, and we're looking at 1 man left. Okay. So try and finish him off with a Falcon.
Yeah.
Pulse laser. 2 invuln saves, continues on, right?
Yeah. No, he's probably dead.
And D6, just don't roll a 1.
No, he's dead.
Splat. Alright, so that's him removed from play. There's no real firepower left. We can't see anything across the other side, as I can't shoot into combat there with the other units. So we're just going to go on to charges next. So I'm going to try and cut this combat down quickly. I've charged in, and we're going to go for tank shock. Pay the CP. It goes by our toughness now. So 9 dice and 5s. And there's 4 wings to try and get through. The odds are we shouldn't do it, but it would be helpful if we can. I can see 2. I can see 3. Typical. Down to 1 wound left.
Yeah.
Right, so you can pick a combat.
Him, obviously.
Yes.
So I'm going to do 3 into 1. 3 into the one that's got the most, and then 2 into the other.
I'm just going to say hold it right there. I'm just going to roll across here for him to make a charge through the ruins. 666. We'll take a look. Yeah, you're okay.
I was like, what? Oh, yeah.
It's just, all right. Carry on.
Right, so...
You're going to try and split and bring down both?
Yeah, why not? Let's do it, because I'm not long for this one.
Glorious.
So 3 into hitting on 2s. Yeah. This is on the one with the most wins there.
Sure. 5s.
5s. Yeah, I'm going to reroll 1.
Okay.
No.
No.
Okay. Cool. And then 2 for the other. Yeah, I'd like those again, please. Nope.
No.
No.
Okay, we'll fight back here. Surely we've done it. So we'll go for as many attacks as possible, right? So we're going to go for 8 attacks.
Oof, good.
Followed by 3s. 1.
Does it?
No. We'll go for the same again. 4s. Oh, they're crippled without that spirit seer. 1 wound. Blocked. All right, we didn't get him. Oh, his attack's in close combat. Nothing too scary. 2 hits. 1 wound. Don't roll a 1.
Nope.
No, it's all right. Let's wait those to the side. Okay, so that goes doesn't go through. So you've got 1 wound left. Survival. So end of turn 3, points coming through. 10 points for primaries, 5 points for marked for death, and then we'll keep assassination on him. He's got 1 wound left. Makes sense just to keep that running. End of turn. The Eldar ahead, 36 points to 24. Grey Knights will press on. I'm sure they won't surrender at this stage, and they are about to pick up 10 points. Fair enough. We're going to their turn 4 next. So turn 4 for the Grey Knights. Yeah. Cards drawn is marked for death, which is Fugan, the Bikers, and then the Wave Serpent there at the back. And then Defend Stronghold, which is sticky and out of range, tricky one. One of the cards was dumped that you drew as well, pulling out mark for death, I believe. So Paladins, keeping in range here, pushing forward to put some shots into the Eldar in this direction. These have moved across to put some shots into Fugan across there. Shooting phase next. Firepower complete. Took 2 wounds across here. Had to command reroll to try and keep him alive, which we did. Then firepower, and your devastating sorcery one, your horrid, what's it called?
Vortex of Doom.
It's really good. 3 wounds stripped off of there. No further damage coming through the shooting phase, but more mortal wounds coming through from the librarian. Toying with a charge with the Paladins.
Why not?
Right.
So I need a 10.
Or 3d6.
He gets it.
In they go. Paladins now all of a sudden are in the heart of the table. Right, charge goes ahead. In they go. We'll zoom in just so you can see this combat that's about to take place. I'm sure they're decent enough against vehicles. Here come their attacks.
2s. However, they're only strength 6.
5 to wound. Could survive. We'll see what happens here.
One, 2, 3, and 4. -2.
5 ups. None.
That's 8 damage.
Yep. Anything else?
Yeah, the librarian.
Down to him now. 1 wound left. That's totally fresh unit Paladins.
Yes.
Yeah.
4 attacks, 6 and 2s. Strength 6.
5s for him. Got 1. Got 2. Well
Minus
done.
1, this one.
4-ups. No, nothing I can do. Destroyed. Doesn't blow up. Falcon gone. Jumped on by the paladins. An objective claimed. In the overall scheme of things, that is a very good result for you.
Yeah.
No attacks back, obviously. End of turn. We'll give an update on the score. This combat. It's me, right?
Yeah.
Right, I'll try and sweep him with the guy on a wound. 4s. Oh, come on. There's 1 wound. There's 2 wounds. -2.
Ignore that one.
Once per turn. Gotcha. Right, okay. So then you could kill this guy, right? Or try and kill both if you're going to
I'm try and kill both. Why not? As I said, I wasn't looking for this world. Okay. So 3 on the 2.
Yes.
1. Right, so let's do the 2-1 first. Hitting on 2s. All hits.
Well done.
Oh,
no.
And then 2 on the 1. Yep. See, I see the 6s. I need the 6s for...
No. Toughness keeping us alive just about. All right, end of turn. Update on the score next. I keep calling the end of the turn too quick. He's got to fight. And again, we'll sweep. Just try and pick up hits and wounds here. 4s. Better. 3. Surely it's all over now for crap. I think 1 goes through, and 1's enough.
Yep.
He's gone, finally. Just about. Removed from play. All right, so end of turn, points going through. Assassination we've just picked up, give us an extra 5. That takes us to 41. 10 points for primaries for the Grey Knights, and then a mark for death being dumped, defend stronghold. I'll check the wording of that, if you have to have a unit within range to score it, or just hold it.
It's sticky anyway. So
sticky, yeah. Whether it's you have to have models there, or just being in control. Control, fine. In which case you can defend stronghold with sticky objective, that's fine. Something perhaps for the Eldar maybe to try and disrupt. So 41 points to 34. Eldar ahead, but not by much. And the alarming thing for them is a unit of paladins have now arrived right in the centre of the board. Knocking us off those points means we're only going to pick up 5 points next turn. We'll go on to Eldar turn 4. Not panicking, but we're not in comfort, that's for sure. You're running sticky on that one and that one. And I'm going to struggle to reach that. Well played. We'll go on to turn 4 here for the Eldar. Victory is not guaranteed by any means. Right, Eldar, turn 4. Sabotage and Overwhelming Force, the 2 cards. It's all about trying to bring points in, shut points down, setting ourselves up for turn 5 as well. So Star Engines used, I was going to head off in a different direction, but ended up over here just to anchor this one. These to anchor that one. Wraithlord moved across to help anchor this. The other one moved across, it was Overwatched and destroyed. The last one being stripped away by the Paladins. And the bikers we advanced to get across there to gain control of that objective, to shut down defend stronghold. There's the regular move and sabotage for Fugan over in Luke's deployment zone. No shooting at all. No charges, no combats. Give an update on the score. So end of turn. Sabotage, I have to wait till the end of my opponent's turn for that one. That could be a real problem. We'll check the word of it, but I think that's the case. Just 5 points coming through for primaries. Nothing else picked up. Overwhelming Force was dumped. 5 points coming through, taking us to 46. So 46 points to 34. 1 turn left. We will go on to turn 5. This game's not decided yet. A few tricks left for both sides, especially the Grey Knights. Turn 5 for them next. Turn 5, Cleanse, and behind enemy lines, the 2 cards drawn for the Grey Knights. This unit was removed at the end of my turn. Deep striking back in. It's hallowed ground. You can do it just over 6 inches away, just to disrupt Overwatch or Sabotage, and then potentially charge into Fugan, shoot him as well. And the Paladins crowding onto that objective across there. With that objective, with a sticky new objective from the Ritual around the other side, 10 points coming through for primaries. Just 2 points behind the Eldar at this stage. So we'll press on, shooting phase next. These were shot at coming from here. So they're cleansing declared, but reckon Vortex of Doom could still be used. It's not an ability. It's an ability. Is it an ability? Fine, I understand what you're saying, yeah. Okay, we then reacted with Fade Back, where we faded forwards towards you. But the idea is that they can't shoot or charge because they're performing actions. That's safe for now, so we've gone towards them just to get away from that objective and that unit across there. We'll press on with shooting. So, shooting phase resolved, gunned Fugan down, he got back up, charged him, cut him down again, and he's removed from play. And then a that consolidation move back onto that objective. So well played. Points coming through for primaries is 10 points, then 2 points for the fulfillment of a cleanse across here. That takes the score to 46 points to the Grey Knights, 47 points for the Eldar with a turn in hand, and we're going to pick up 10 points straight away. So that's it. It is game over. There's nothing more the Grey Knights can do. There's not much left on this table, though. Both sides have slaughtered each other in this fight. It's a good combination for a game. Yes. Up against a Space Marine army that can nip and pull out all the tricks in comparison to the Eldar. That's the interesting dynamic about this battle. Certainly with hard-hitting units for sure, but Grey Knights can certainly move around the board as and when they need to. It's been a good match up here against this Eldar force. But Eldar, just enough steam, just enough units to see the game through victory. And it's more the mundane units that have done it at the end. Bikers and transports, one Wraith Lord, or our elite, all of our elite options cut down and taken out here in this game. The Eldar have done just enough. A Xenos victory, but a close fight indeed. So big thanks to Luke Seaman coming down the channel. It's been years and years, but he's come back with Grey Knights, and it's been great to see them represented on the channel. Great game, very enjoyable. And a tactical, I say headache, but it's like you've had to think about this one. Yeah, it's been you had to really think on this one, because you're up against an army that can appear from nowhere and pull out tricks, and it just you have to think more and more. It's very unpredictable, and so you have to keep that in mind when you're playing. Units of the game for both sides. Big thanks to Dumpy Grimbo and Brian Nielsen for their support at Silver level on Patreon. Units of the game. God, I don't know. I don't know about that one. For the Eldar, it's generally a team effort. I suppose Fugan, for his survival and firepower, close combat was decent enough. Clearing that objective and grabbing it actually proved quite crucial for the Eldar. So I'm going to give it to him. I'm just saying your Paladins were solid, but maybe you've got other choices. What do you reckon?
I think the Librarian and the Paladin squad,
powerful combo.
Powerful combo with stealth. Didn't actually come into play, really, but they were able to move, take the centre objective, and do what they could. I mean, they're not very movable, but they certainly did charge nicely with Bloodlust. So
yeah. So it's an interesting twist, literally, here in this game. That's units of the game for both sides. For more content, join us on channel membership. You can support the channel through Patreon as well. If you want to see more of Chewy, then he's over on Winters.
Winters, yeah.
Yes, okay. So you're over there.
And they've let dice.
Cool. And using your Grey Knights at times on those channels?
I used Grey Knights against Death Guard when the Codex came out, and gave them a good run. 10 points lost, but it was very tactical like this one.
Okay. Great game. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time.